How did I end up playing at Glastonbury? Hey friends, so I got back from Glastonbury about a week ago. I'm still a little bit ill, as you might be able to hear, and I'm still getting the dust out of all of my belongings because it was so dusty. So I thought I would share with you how it was that I actually ended up playing at Glastonbury this year. So Glastonbury is a household name festival. Everybody wants to play there, especially in the UK. It's the biggest one. It's got the biggest amount of gravitas going on. Everybody wants to play, so it means that it's really hard to get actually booked. Now I went about it a little bit of a roundabout way, but I thought I would share with you how it happened because I feel like these tips are good for just your life in music generally as well. So tip number one is to make and keep friends in music, just any sort of music. So the most relevant friend to this quest of playing at Glastonbury is Emily. Now, Emily and I actually know each other from orchestra back in the day. Emily was flute, I was clarinet. We were so cool. Now, neither of us does those things anymore. Emily's working in lighting and sound. I'm working in all of the things that I do. But our connection meant that when Emily was going to do sound for one of the stages at Glastonbury and a position came up, they needed an extra engineer to take with them, she thought of me. Which brings me to point 2, which is skills. Having some skills around the main thing that you do can be really, really helpful. Like if you just want to be a singer or just be a producer or whatnot, go for it. But if you can learn another instrument or if you can do photography or if you can do live sound, you might find that different opportunities present themselves. And also all of those skills kind of feed back into being an artist anyway, so it's not going to hurt, is it? So I am by no means a professional sound engineer, but I know enough about it that I can be taken as a sound engineer on a team for one of the stages at Glastonbury. So I found my way in. I'm going to the festival at least, that's good. So this brings me to point 3, which is being prepared to work your butt off. We were at Glastonbury for 8 days in total. We did hard work on most of those 8 days, especially the Thursday. We all worked like a straight 16-hour shift. It was insane. But this sort of work ethic, if you want, has to go into your life as well. Like if you expect to just not really put any time into what you do and things just magically happen, they don't magically happen, guys. I'm sorry, but they don't. So I'm there, I'm sweating, I'm working in Glastonbury, I'm covered in dust. It's gross, but I'm having a good time. For some festival. But my hair is giving me like one of those dinosaurs with that little bit on top of their head. So point number 4 is always being ready for an opportunity if it's there. So you heard about being in the right place at the right time. That's literally what happened here, but I was ready. So I could have been in the right place at the right time and not been able to do a set because I didn't have any means of doing a set. You've heard about DJs turning up to Glastonbury with a USB stick and hoping that they're going to get a set. That's basically what I did, except it was a Dropbox folder of backing tracks. So normally I play obviously with a keyboard and a drum pad and all my vocal effects and my laptop and all this kind of stuff, but I wasn't going to take all that kind of stuff to Glastonbury on the off chance. Valuable stuff. I don't want it getting covered in dust or nicked or whatever. So I took the lightest setup that I possibly could, which is literally a link to a Dropbox folder. And then point number 5 is just, you've got to hope for the best, hoping that the stars align. In my case, they did. On the Saturday, there was a band that had to drop out because someone shut his finger in a door. And I keep thinking about what kind of door. What kind of doors are there at Glastonbury? There's toilet doors. Buggy doors. Tent doors. They all worked out in my favour in the end because of the friends that I've made in music. The fact that I've developed some skills around just being a performer, that I was willing to come and work hard for 8 days, and that I was prepared with some backing tracks in case this very thing did happen. So then when it did happen, I was able to do the set and I got to play at Glastonbury. Yay! So those are all tips that you can take into any other element of your artistic life, or just, life in general. So I want to finish up by giving a massive shout out to Emily and Gav, who I went to do the festival with, and also obviously all the team on the stage that I played, Bread and Roses. Thank you, you guys. And thank you to that door.